All right, everybody. Hey, it's Robert with Guitar Journeys. I'm running a little bit behind. Sorry about that. I said I was going to be on at 5 o'clock, and I went for a walk with the dog and the wife, and then I came home and I laid down just for a little bit. Well, I got this clock in the bedroom that keeps losing time on me. So I didn't realize that stupid clock wasn't right. Anyways, I'm here. It's, let's see, 5:06. So that's going to be the schedule for a little while. Wednesdays at 5. No, sorry about that. Today's Friday. Hey, man, when you get old, I tell everybody that every day is a Saturday except for Sunday. Okay, so let me say that right. Fridays at 5 p.m., Wednesdays at 7 p.m. I'm just trying to figure out like what is the best time for people, and then when I get it figured out, like what is the best time for everyone, then we'll just do it like probably once a week. But for a while, we're gonna do it twice a week. Okay, so I wrote down some stuff and I left it upstairs, but I got it up here, man. I got it in the old hard drive up here. I have been going on and on about this DVD, but I didn't mention, like I said, when you do these videos, everything that you think that you're going to talk about, when you start recording, you kind of forget it for some reason. But this is Eric Clapton, and it is Crossroads Guitar Festival. And I believe, I'm not for sure what year it came out. I don't see it on here right now. I know it's a little bit old because, oh man, it was about probably close to 20 years when I bought it. But I don't see anywhere what year that this was made. Anyways, it's kind of old, but it's really good. Check it out. Eric Clapton, Crossroads. If you like music, you're going to like the DVD. Okay, I promise you will. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing, man? Hey, good to see everybody. Thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. Do you like that? Rodney, have you seen any of those videos with Eric Clapton at Crossroads? Like I say, it takes a while to watch that DVD, but I am good, buddy. I'm doing really good. Actually, I'm pretty due to watch that DVD. I quit drinking about, 15 years ago. I kind of gave up. I think, actually, since I started playing the guitar, I kind of make my own music. So I do listen to a lot of music, but I haven't watched any of the music DVDs like I used to. I used to like to get a little, I get a few beers in me and then I crank up the old tunes and watch one of those DVDs. To me, that was a fun Saturday night. Okay, so something I wanted to tell you guys. I told you guys about this woman that, yes, I like country music. I do like country music. My favorite country artist is Vince Gill. So if you guys know Vince Gill, or if you don't know Vince Gill, beer isn't good for you. Yeah, tell me about it, man. When I was a kid, now you got me sidetracked here, but let me just say, when I was a kid, my dad was a truck driver. He liked to drink beer, and that was one of my jobs, is to go get the beer, right? He even had me mix up like a tomato beer. He'd have me mix it up for him. But I used to get a few sips here and there. And then I remember the first time I got drunk, I took a buddy of mine with us and we went camping. And my dad had a whole ice chest full of beer. And I asked him if it's okay if me and my buddy had a couple of beers. And I'm not for sure how many we had, but we had a few of them. We got a little drunk. But, I had my share of drinking, man. I used to go to the bars, hang out at the bars and drink, and that was kind of my thing. Then I got a little older. I got to where I didn't really like going to the bars too much. So I would drink some beer, mainly on the weekends. I didn't drink during the week too much, but on the weekends, man, that was my thing. Gotta go do what? Gotta go Dubai. Gotta go Dubai. Hey, see you later, man. Thanks for dropping in, Rodney. I appreciate it, man. What I wanted to show you guys, though, is this woman here. I know it's hard to see this, but her name is Susan Tedeschi. I cannot pronounce her name for nothing. But, and I don't know if it's okay to play some of her music on here because, they got rules about you're not supposed to play other people's music. I couldn't tell drinking stories for days. I could tell Oh yeah, man, me too. Believe me too. I'm going to show you just a little something that is her and her husband. Okay, her husband is Derek Trucks. You got to check this guy out, man. He is fantastic on the guitar, and he's the slide king. Uh-oh. What? That don't look like they're going to play music. They're walking. Check it out just a little bit. All right. That gets me going, man. I feel like playing the guitar right now. Okay, anyways. She is the artist of the month. Check her out, man. She's a really good guitar player and has a really good voice for the blues. Great. Okay, so it says, hey, your twin. My twin. Yeah, I wish, man. I wished I could play a guitar like that guy. Oh, he's good, man. So I seen a video of him when he was about probably 13 or 14. And unbelievable. He was already very good, already playing at a concert at that age. I am doing good, Maddie. I'm doing really good. Just kind of hanging out. It's been a rainy day today. Got most of my yard work done. So I just had a day of playing the guitar. I got a show. I put on shows at nursing homes. I got a show on Monday. And so I've got all new songs. I try to have either all new songs or a mixture of new songs. But oh, how you doing? Hey, good to see you. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. I play guitar, violin, piano, and drums. Wow, cool. Do you have videos on YouTube? I'll look it up and see what you're doing. I'm a kind soul. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Can you play rat dance? No, I don't believe I can do that. I don't believe I can do that. But anyways, I was going to tell you, I put on shows at nursing homes. So I like to be very prepared. I like to have my show as professional as I can do it. I don't like to make mistakes when I'm playing. I'll say that. I like to practice. I'll practice every song 2 or 3 times every day for about 2 weeks before I go to play. So I got it down pretty pat, you know, how I'm gonna act, how I'm gonna move, how I'm gonna play, everything. It's also called Chester's Type Beat. I'll look it up. I will definitely look that up. I put on shows in 3rd grade in a nursing home. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Um, I think I mentioned this last week. I used to have a drain cleaning business where I unplugged like toilets and sinks and sewers and all that. And I had some nursing homes that I would go into. Nursing homes always have plugged up drains all the time. But I seen some people going in there playing their guitar. So that's kind of where I got the idea to go in there. It was fun to go play in the nursing homes. Do you know what? I wish that more people would go in there because you stop and think about it. And you know, people don't think about it too much if you don't go in there. It's just kind of something that people don't really think about a lot. But they don't really have a lot going on. You know, honestly, your grandmother works in a drain cleaning club as well. What I was saying was drain cleaning. Like, she cleans churches, houses. Oh, you're talking about like cleaning, like a cleaning service. What I had done is was like a rooter service. I was in business for 20 years in Colorado, and for about the first 5 or 6 years, it was real slow, and then after that, it got real busy. You know, if you're honest with people, and you charge a decent price, and you don't try to rip off everybody, every house you go to, within a few years, you'll be real busy. So just, you know, that's my tip, man. Treat people the way you want to be treated. When you go to someone's house, you treat that house and those people better than you would your family. That right there will go a long ways. But kind of forgot what I was gonna say, guys. But that's all good, right? It's all good. So all the people that subscribe to my channel, all the people that come on to my talk shows, I'm gonna do this, you guys, the same way I did my customers. You guys are my family. You're my friends and you're my family. So it's all good. But I will get back. I will say some more stuff about the nursing homes. Okay. I have a really, really severely bad stage fright. Right? I mean, I'm getting over it. But it was because of the way I was treated in school. I had a learning disability. I couldn't read. I mean, if I read to myself, I could read. And I could read it, I could understand it, and everything was cool. But for some reason, the teachers, I don't know if they were picking on me or they thought they were trying to help me or what they were doing. But they always wanted me to go in front of the class and read. Well, it was very painful for me because I was very shy. I couldn't read, and I would get up there and I could just feel my face getting red, and I would get so embarrassed, and all I would do is just stutter, and then everybody in the class would laugh at me. So it really messed me up. It really did, man. I mean, I got to the point where I didn't want to be in front of anybody. It made me worse. It didn't help me at all. So let's see, what instruments do you like playing the best? So I only play one instrument. That's a guitar. I used to like to play the acoustic the best, but now I'm getting more towards playing the electric. You know, you can do a lot more with an electric guitar. I mean, yeah, you can hook up your pedals to your acoustic, but it's just not the same. I like Fender Stratocasters, and I hook it up. The pedal that I use the most is a Blues Driver, and the second pedal I use is distortion. Then I got one that makes a swirly sound. I use that one when I play like Creedence. I think they use that a lot on a lot of their songs. But back to my stage fright. I figured that if I went to the nursing homes and played in front of these, I could play the piano and violin. Wow, you guys are some talented people. I did think about playing other instruments, but I know that when I do that, it's going to take a lot of time away from my guitar. And my goal is just to get as good as I can get on the guitar. So I've got a 3-year plan from right now. And in 3 years from now, I want to hit the road. I want, I don't want to sit around and get old until I end up in the nursing home, right? I want to go out and play at nursing homes, car shows, just wherever, honestly, wherever I can find a place to play where they'll let me. And I don't really want to charge people. I just want to play and make videos and put it on YouTube. If I can get enough people watching my videos, I think I can make some pretty decent money off of YouTube. But let me get back to the nursing home. It is working. I'm getting over my stage fright. It's still there, okay? There's something about these people in the nursing home. I guess it's because they're older people and they kind of feel like they're your grandparents or your grandparents' friends or something. But I feel safe around them, and I go in, I talk to them, I play for about an hour and a half. I go around and I talk to them when I'm done, and that's really I'm getting over my stage fright. So, I always say, if you can't play for 20 or 30 people, how are you going to play for a couple hundred people? So, it's working. It really is. If any of you people that play instruments and you have a hard time playing in front of people, give it a try. Go to your local nursing home. They'll let you come in and play. Just tell them you want to come in and play for the residents, and they'll let you. But yeah, it definitely is working. Okay, so you guys that are musicians, and I don't know this, but I'm assuming that when you play the piano, do you play modes? Do you know what the modes are? If you can't get over 20 or 30 people, then my school, you're going to be in trouble because I have to play the violin with. Yeah, man. That's another thing that got me when I was a kid. When we'd have a school play, I was either like a tree or a frog, right? I never had lines. I could never, ever be in front of somebody and talk. I'd probably throw up and then pass out or something. Hey, Rodney, I'm glad that you're back, man. Did you go get something to eat? So anyways, whenever we had like a play at school, I would be like almost sick to my stomach. The closer that play would get, the more I would be like almost sick to my stomach, knowing that I had to be up there in front of all those people. So yeah, school kind of messed me up. I had a salad. I hope it was a real good salad. New sub. I play the piano. But do you know about, do you guys, when you play the piano, do you guys play modes? Do you know what modes are? Modes is like an extension of a scale. And I think that I'm gonna have me a pot pie later. I'm gonna have to holler up at the wife, "Hey, put those pot pies in the oven, would you?" But so you guys don't know about modes? Let me show you real quick. I've got, I think. I think that book is upstairs. I think that book is upstairs, guys. But so you have scales. I know you have scales in pianos, right? So the modes are just an extension of the scales. I could show you a couple. Let's see if I don't have too much stage fright. But so let's see. Let's see here. Now it is kind of, you do get a little bit nervous playing when people are watching you. And I'm not real used to this guitar either. But anyway, oh, you guys can't even see me. But that's what a mode is, an extension of a scale. Like, I don't know anything about playing a piano. I went to church in Colorado. I went to a really big church. And one of the kids that played in the worship team, he played several different instruments. So, and he told me one time that if you learn how to play the guitar, you could pick up the piano pretty easy. That it had a lot to do. This is the hardest song I've had to play is Silent Night on the piano. Yeah, I don't know how to play that on the guitar. So this is, oh, I love pot pies. Yeah. So when we get the pot pies, we get the Marie. I believe they call them Marie calendars. The really big fat pot pies. Those are delicious. So let's see, what are we going to talk about, guys? I mentioned this DVD last week, and this is the Eagles. So I don't really remember if I told you guys that it was the Eagles or not. I just remember saying, this is a really great DVD. But this really is. So let's see. I did have some stuff that I was going to talk about, and I forgot to talk about it. So where else do you play your piano? You played at school, is that it? I mean, because, most nursing homes have a piano in the home. So if you went in there to play, most of them do have pianos in there. I'm trying to play What Could Have Been by sitting. Oh, I'm not really for sure what's that. I play it on my computer. Well, it's very cool. I try to talk to kids. I go to the rec center here in town. And there's usually kids up there playing basketball or running around doing something. And several times I've tried to tell kids that it's really good for them. It's good for your brain. Puts you in a good place in life to start playing an instrument when you're young. And so far I've had some kids that acted like they were interested, but I haven't had any takers as far as like going as far as getting a guitar. I don't want people saying that I'm trying to get kids to come to my house, man. I don't need no trouble like that, right? But I do even tell them, go to my YouTube channel. I got some guitar lessons on there. But, in the summertime, I got a nice porch in the front of my house. They definitely are welcome to stop by. I've got several guitars. I could teach them, the basics. Your chords, your open chords, your bar chords, and then maybe a few licks. But, yeah, man, that's very cool. I'm glad that you're doing something like that. I'm proud of you. I was going to play the trumpet when I was a kid, but my grades weren't good enough. right? Like I said, I had troubles reading. I had a learning disability. I don't know. I mean, so back in the '70s when you weren't getting it at school, they just said, "Hey, he's not trying. He doesn't want to pay attention. He doesn't want to try. He could do it if he tried, but he's not trying." Right? Well, what they didn't understand is I had a learning disability. So, and I'm still, to this day, I'm not for sure what it is. But it's kind of crazy. My wife has the same problem. She struggled in school. She had problems reading. So when you have problems reading, that kind of messes you up for everything, right? It does. Especially when the school that you're going to is picking on you all the time. So, but yeah, I did want to play. Honestly, I wanted to play the drums. I didn't want to play the trumpet. But my brother, who was a couple of years older than me, wanted to play the trumpet. So my parents bought him a trumpet, and then he didn't like it. He quit, after a couple of months, and so I was going to try to learn it because my parents said, if you want to learn an instrument, you got to play the trumpet. We're not going to go buy drums. So anyways, I never learned how to play the anything until I was older. When I figured out that I could get lessons on the internet for free, I said, let's pull the trigger, man. It's not too late. Let's learn something. I got to a classic school, and it's hard though. So are you in a school that teaches music? Is that what you're talking about? There are some schools. I'm trying to make an adjustment with this. Sorry guys. Sorry about that. All you can see was my head. I was like underwater here. Yeah, there's some schools. I can't think of the names right offhand, but there are some schools that you have to be really good to get into that school, and it's all about music. Let's see, it's like a school that teaches like wow. What state are you in? A private school? You sound like a smart kid. What state are you in? If you don't mind me asking. And don't worry, I'm not gonna come try to give you lessons, man. You could probably give me some lessons. Let's see. I am not very used to this guitar at all. Florida, cool. This guitar here is this is a Martin acoustic, and literally I have not played this guitar in like forever, man. I bought it because I bought a really nice Taylor. It's really, really nice. And then some guys were asking me to come over and sit in with them and play the guitar. And I got to thinking, if I go over there with my Taylor, they're all going to want to play it. And they're all going to want to play around with it. And I did not want anybody else playing or touching my Taylor guitar. So a few months later, I got on Craigslist and I found this Martin. And, well, I never did end up going over to those guys' house. And I bought it. It's still a little bit expensive. But I like to buy good brand name equipment. Hello, I see someone saying hello to me. Hello, how are you doing tonight? But I don't play that guitar like ever. So I thought about selling it, and then I said, well, I don't know. I won't get as much as I paid for it, and I don't want to take a loss on it. So I'm not gonna sell it. It's just in my collection, but it's something that I hardly ever play. I am doing really good. I am from Pakistan. What? But I'm a chill guy who wants to be. You're from Pakistan? Are you living in Pakistan now? Because that's really cool. And I don't care where anybody's from, man. I mean, people are people. I don't care where you're from. I think that, and I don't want to talk political, okay, because I don't want people to not like me because of my political views, okay. My wife was originally from Mexico, but she grew up in California. And when she was about 5 years old, her family legally moved to California. The whole family was legal. None of them went to California illegal. Okay, so she's legal. She's been legal all of her life. About 2 or 3 years ago, I helped her and she got her citizenship. But what's going on in the world right now, in this country right now, is absolutely horrible. I mean, I can't even believe that it's going on. You know, that they're taking away kids, students, they're taking away their visas. Man, that's bad, you know. This says, one fact about me is that I'm the speller in the class. You're the speller, huh? Well, I have seen some very smart kids, and it's good to be smart. You know, the smarter you are, the more money you'll make, and that's a fact. I didn't realize that when I was going through school. I just, for some reason, thought that we're all going to make the same amount of money. No, man. It don't work like that. So, if you don't have any education, I dropped out. I dropped out of high school. So I've had to work hard labor jobs all my life. I put in underground telephone cable for a couple of years. I worked on the railroad for a couple of years. I've done roofing. I've worked cement. I helped put up metal buildings. And then I started working in the packing house. And I worked in the packing house almost 20 years. So, yeah, if you don't get an education, that's where you'll be. And nowadays, you can't make enough money to pay your rent if you don't have, if you're not making a good wage, you know, and a good, like I would say probably you'd have to be making at least 60, 70,000 nowadays to pay the rent and have a car payment. It's just crazy, man. I know people are struggling because country's messed up right now. And I'm back to what I was talking about, and this is kind of sad. My wife's sister, she's in her 70s. She lives in California. About 4 or 5 years ago, her house burned down. She lost all of her documents showing that she's a citizen. And now she's trying to get, to get her proof, right, to prove that she's a citizen. And she's actually afraid to leave the house. She's afraid to go into a store because she's afraid that someone's going to grab her and put her in a ICE detention. So, it's bad. The one that said that you were from Pakistan, I'm struggling with studies. Are you in Pakistan, or are you going to school here? But either way, I just want everybody to know that my idea with having this show is that everybody's welcome. I don't care who you are. Maybe if you're like an axe murderer, I might not feel real comfortable talking to you. But most people are good, normal, good people. And you're welcome to come into here. And I want you to feel welcome. I want you to feel wanted and feel special, okay? You gotta battle. You got this battle going on in your brain, where you don't feel like you're good enough. And then, like, social media, especially like kids, people are picking on you. And I was overweight all my life. I got picked on all my life for being fat. I just, I just became the funny guy. So people liked me, man, because I had a funny personality and I was just nice to people. Says, I do like 11 in my house. Whoa. That's a lot of people. You have 11 people in your house? That's quite a few people. Studies are important for the future. Yeah, you bet they are, man. So, I know you said that you said I'm from Pakistan, but where do you live? I mean, are you living in the United States? Are you here on a visa? I'm just curious. When I was 11, okay, all right, cool, man. So check this out. We sponsor a little boy from Indonesia, and he is actually, I believe he's around 12 or 13 now, and we've been sponsoring him since he was around 4 or 5. And he writes me letters, and I write him back. You're in Pakistan right now, man. That is cool. That's one of the coolest things about doing the YouTube thing. Is so I was looking on my phone earlier, and thanks for coming in and joining us, man. You're welcome to come in, and like I said, Fridays at 5 and Wednesdays at 7. And I hope that you come in every show. You're more than welcome. I'm very proud of you for studying and trying to do the right thing, man. I'm proud of you. So I wanted to finish telling you real quick. So when you get old, those thoughts don't stay in your brain. They just kind of go in and out. So if I don't say them like right away, then they just get lost somewhere. Thank you. I appreciate that. But this little boy, he always tells me about how important it is to study. See, when we sponsor this kid, it makes it to where he can go to school. How cool is that, right? Without a sponsor, he can't go to school. Or he might go to like a not so good school. But when we sponsor him, he gets like uniforms to go to school, and then they feed him there. And I think he even gets like some type of medical treatment through the school. But I know that the money that we spend to sponsor this kid, it's making his life. I mean, every letter he's thanking us. Thank you so much for sponsoring me. I'm studying so hard, so that you guys will be proud of me. And I actually I have mentioned in the letter a couple of times that if he finished his high school and he wanted to come to the United States to go to college, that I would help him. So then that's no joke. But I joke around with my wife. I say, honey, we're going to adopt this little boy. He ain't so little no more, man. They send us pictures of him every now and then. He's getting really tall. He's going to be a tall kid. Okay, so what time is it, guys? I want to try to make these like a half an hour long. Oh, wow. We've been going at it for about 45 minutes already. So something I mentioned last week about when I uploaded a video off of YouTube. And I just let you guys know, so if you any of you people are making YouTube videos and you're having the same problem I had, I mean, it took about 9 hours for that video to upload. Use app. There's I think a few apps that they connect with most social media outlets. Like this one here is called Prism, I believe, and it connects to social media that I didn't even know was out there. But it only took about maybe an hour, if even that, for the my last live stream. When I uploaded it, it only took a little while. This one says the time in my country is, oh my God! What the heck are you doing awake, dude? Oh my God, that's early, man. So, is that your name? What is your name? So I'm gonna say this because I don't know. I don't think other people can see what you're typing me. But there's a kid in here, or on here, that is texting me, and he is from. I'm sorry. Where'd you say you were from again? I don't think I can back those up either. Oh yeah, I can. Give me just a minute. Pakistan. There's a kid in here from Pakistan. And he just texted me and told me that the time in his country right now is 3:46 a.m. Well, I want to know what you're doing up that early. I can't blame him. I've stayed up all night before. Well, let me tell you about this app in case any of you guys are YouTubers or you want to make a video or put like on TikTok or whatever. It's called Prism, Prism Live, and it's a streaming app that you can stream live. I'm using it right now on my iPad, and it uploads a video in about an hour compared to like 9 hours. So yeah, I tried to show you guys last week. It's really hard for you guys to see anything that's on my phone. And I'm 14. That's cool, man. But that's awfully early in the morning. Are you getting ready to go to school, or you just haven't went to sleep yet? That's one of the things that I struggled with also when I was a kid. I couldn't sleep. I mean, I don't care if I got up like at 6 o'clock in the morning and I went to school that next night. For some reason, I had problems sleeping, and it lasted most of my life. I even had to work second shift because I couldn't sleep at night, and then next thing I know, it's time to go to work, and I hadn't slept. I might have slept like an hour, you know. That's usually how it works, right? You go to sleep. Oh, you're homeschooled. Oh, that's cool. That's good. Do you have problems sleeping? I did have problems sleeping. Second shift worked really good for me. Almost all of my life I worked second shift. If I worked first shift, it was very hard on me because I didn't have very much sleep. Sometimes I stay up the whole day. When you're 14 years old, your schedule's all messed up, man. I know exactly. I remember being 14. I remember staying up all night, like on the weekends especially. My routine is, and you're probably not familiar with these shows, especially since you're in Pakistan. But we had like, okay, on Friday night, I think it was around midnight, they had, the wrestling was on. And then there was like Wolfman Jack. Saturday Night Live was on. And so I'd stay up on the weekends. I'd stay up almost all night. Let's see. It says, hey, what's going on? Hi there. How you doing? Thank you for coming on, everybody. I really do appreciate it. I was saying last week that I'd eventually like to make this into a podcast, but I'm talking like years from now, maybe 3, 4 years from now. Um, for now, I just want to make a place where people can come and talk and have some fun for about an hour. I when I was telling you that I did, you're 10 years old. That's cool, man. Well, you're welcome in here. I mean, this is a family friendly thing. I'm not gonna say anything that a kid can't hear. I'm not gonna do anything that a kid can't see. You know what I mean? I'm an old guy. Uh, I've raised kids of my own. All my kids are adults. But yeah, I mean this show is for people that want, somewhere where they can talk to somebody, and I could give some advice. I've been around, man. Like I said, I dropped out of school. I've worked hard labor jobs all my life. I had my own business for 20 some years. I've been married 3 times. I've been divorced twice. I have raised 2 kids of my own. I've raised kids that weren't my kids, that were my girlfriends that I lived with. So I've been in legal trouble. I've had medical problems. I've had addictions. Yeah, you name it, man. I've been around. So anybody needs some advice, I'll try to give you the best advice I can. But I appreciate you kids coming in here and saying hi. And I'm going to cut out though, because I figure an hour is pretty good. I don't want people to get tired of me. And then after a while, I kind of start to run out of things to talk about. So it'd take me a couple of days to generate some new stuff in here. I had it written down, but I do this with my grocery list too. I'll make a big old grocery list, and then I get to the grocery store. My wife says, "What's on the list?" And I say, "Oh, I forgot to bring the list." So yeah, I think it's part of being old, and part of it is just maybe I partied a little too much. Now, kids, I didn't say that. I just try to improvise my videos. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just winging it. Is that how you say it? I'm just saying what's on my mind. I'm just acting like you guys are sitting in here and we're having a conversation. I want to tell you kids something. And when I was doing my business, and I was in business for 20 years, my son went with me. When he wasn't in school, like after school and on the weekends, I'd have him go with me. So at first, I was doing handyman work, and I'd do anything like put on a screen door, paint a room or paint. I've done a lot of painting. I put in doggy doors. I put on screen doors. Jay said hi. What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. I appreciate it. But here's the thing that was a true blessing in disguise. And I think it did have a big effect on my kid. I really do. But we went to a lot of houses where people were, I don't want to get anyone sad or anything, but there was a lot of people that were paralyzed. And some of them were born that way, and some of them got that way by having accidents. But, when we would leave a house like an adult or a teenager, and I would tell my son, I'd say, "You see that? That's how fragile life is. Okay, you could be walking around, running around, driving around, having, normal life, and then within a minute or less than a minute, you'll be in a wheelchair the rest of your life." So I hope that did have a big impact on him. But when I started this show, That's one of the first things that came to my mind. I thought, if people that see this show are people that are stuck inside, uh, and they don't have a lot to do all day, then maybe they would enjoy this show. And maybe they would enjoy me, and I could keep them company for a little while. Let's see what you got. You say, if you still know how to do doggy doors, can you do it for my two puppies? I will tell you what, man, the instructions, check this out now. The instructions are on the doggy door, right? And they actually show a picture of how to do it. Okay, now it comes with it's called a template. So you actually tape this on the door where you want to put the doggy door, right? Okay, let me see. Okay, so you tape this thing on the door, right? And you put your dog up there. You say, okay, that's about right. That's about high. You don't want it too high, okay? And then you make sure, get you a level. Make sure that it's level, right? And then you can like mark it with a marker, right? And then you get you a jigsaw. And what you want to do is you want to put tape. Get you some like duct tape works good, or like some tape that you use, masking tape for like painting, and you put that around the outside of it, so when you cut it, you don't scratch it. And you just cut that out, and then you just put the doggy door in. And I'm going to tell you a story. The first time I went to go do one, I didn't want to tell anybody that I'd never done one before, right? You just want to act like you know what you're doing. So I had never done one before, and I didn't even have a smartphone or a computer. So I didn't have a YouTube. I couldn't go watch a video on how to do it. So I thought, well, I looked at the instructions and everything, and I said, I think I can figure it out. I think I'll be all right. And a buddy of mine told me that to put tape on it. So that's where I got the idea to put the tape on it. And I cut the hole out, and I put the doggy door in, and it was perfect. It was beautiful, man. I mean, it was great. I didn't scratch the door any. It was perfectly straight. You couldn't have done a better job, right? This lady comes over here. I called her, I said, hey, I'm done with the doggy door. You want to come take a look and everything? And she came and took a look at it, and she said, you put it in backwards. And I said, no. On the inside of the door, there's a little, like a cover that you can put in there, like a plastic cover, so that way the dogs can't go in and out, and that way no animals from outside can come in. And I said, no, lady, this little cover goes on the inside. So, no, I didn't put it in backwards. And she flipped out on me. She got mad and started like cussing at me and stuff, and I said, I don't understand what's going on. I said, you hired me to put in the doggy door. I put it in perfect. And she said, no, you idiot, you put it in backwards. And so I got mad, and I said, well, you still need to pay me. And she said, I'm not paying you because you put it in backwards. And I said, then I'll tell you what, I'm going to go out, I'm going to take these tools out to my van, and when I go out to my van, I'm calling the police. And when the police get here, he can explain to you that this door is in here perfect. I know I'm going on and on about this door, but when I went back to get some more of my tools, there was a check laying on the floor, and the door she shut the door, and she wouldn't come back out again. But that she paid me, the check was laying there, and man, that was a trip, I tell you what. But hey, you can do it. I have faith in you. Get you a jigsaw. You're going to need a jigsaw. Okay, that's the main tool you're going to need. So if you get you a jigsaw, get on Amazon, man. You get a jigsaw pretty cheap. But you can put that doggy door in. Okay, guys, I'm going to cut out. Let's see what it says. I have like a toe that's. You have a toe that's deformed? Well, that's kind of bad, but I mean, hey, I tell you what, if that's all you have wrong with you is a toe, consider yourself lucky, right? Oh, the other thing about the doggy door is go watch some YouTube videos. Oh, it's the toenail. Well, I'll tell you one more story and then I'm out of here. When I was doing my drain cleaning business, I opened up a manhole cover. Now, this is when I first started. I opened up a manhole cover, and those manhole covers are very heavy, made out of steel, very heavy. I opened one up to look in there to see if my cable was down in that sewer, and I dropped that stupid manhole on my toe. And it made my, I'm tell you what, it hurt really, 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 really bad. I couldn't stop. I was rocking like this for probably about 2 hours before I could finally stop and go, oh my God. And it kind of made my toenail a little bit messed up. So about every couple of months, I have to trim it. If I don't trim the corner of it where I got smashed, it gets infected. You said you poke one up. Go to the doctor. I mean, is it just a toenail? You probably can just have it. If it's just a toenail, the doctor can cut that off. You don't feel it, but it hurts when he gives you the shots. And I've had to have mine, since I banged it with the manhole cover, I've had to have it cut out a couple of times. And that's when I kind of learned that if I cut it out myself before it gets infected, then I don't have to go to the doctor. You broke your hand once, you might want to take it easy, kid. You might be one of those kids that are like get hurt easy, you know what I mean? Or, you know, I mean, I remember running around when I was a kid. There was always that one kid that had a broken arm or a banged up leg or something. So, yeah, maybe don't try jumping off of any buildings or anything like that. My nail looks like a, oh no, that's terrible. You might want to go see a doctor. I've never gotten a broken bone. Hey, guess what? I never had a broken bone either. I did ask the doctor about my toe. And he said, if you have a broken toe, there's not much you can do about it. And that it should heal up okay. So I'm really not sure. If I ever had a broken bone, it definitely would have been that toe. Don't ever smash your toe in a manhole cover. Just leave those manhole covers alone, right? Don't open them up. That's my best advice for you guys. Okay, guys, thanks for coming on. Oh, it says if the doctor puts the bone in place, it hurts a lot. Probably not. He would probably deaden it first. So from most of my experiences, it's the shots that hurt. You know, like when you go to the dentist, you don't usually feel them like drilling around, but then they put the shots in there to make it dead, you know, numb. So you're, you know, I honestly don't think that the doctor would hurt you. I think that they would numb it before they try to do anything with it. So I think you'd be okay. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for coming in. And tune in on Wednesday at 7. And we'll talk again. They put the bone back in place without... They did? Oh, you're saying that they did put it back in place. Wow. HMM. Hello, how are you doing? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate that. I wanted to ask you guys, do you guys see me on my channel where I play my guitar? I'm not trying to get you to subscribe or anything, but if not, go check me out on my channel and watch me play my guitar. Oh, you do? You're subscribed to my channel? Cool. I appreciate it. I'm not the greatest guitar player in the world, but oh, you love my channel. Cool, man. I appreciate that. I kind of look at it like this. Most of the jobs that I've done in my life, I didn't know how to do the job when I started. But after a couple of weeks, you start to learn, you know. So I figured playing the guitar, I mean, I do know how to play. So I figured the more that I go and play in front of people, the more I'm going to learn. And it's definitely working. The difference between now and I've been doing the shows for a little over a year, maybe like a year and 2 or 3 months. My improvement is off the charts, man. I mean, I've had people commenting lately that that they think I'm getting better. So, yeah. The guy that I bought my courses from, my guitar courses, he had a thing that he said, nobody gets worse from practice. So, let's see, I'm new, but I'll do it. I'll do it, boss man. All right, guys. If any of you guys have YouTube channels or social media, like, send me some information, man. I'll check you out. I go to TikTok every now and then, but TikTok doesn't let me put any of my music videos on because what they do is they silence them. They leave them on there, but they take all the sound out. So, okay, guys, I'm gonna cut out and watch me on my channel. Comment. I want to try to figure out a way that you guys can contact me, like you could send me an email or something. But for now, go onto my channel and you can just send me a comment. I don't think it has to be like on a video or anything. You can just send me a comment. And then we will, if you send me a comment, I check every day to see if people send me comments, and I try to answer all of them. And I'm gonna miss you too. But don't miss me. You don't have to miss me because I'm on YouTube, man. You can watch me all day long, all right? Bring up them hours. I'm trying to get 4,000 hours so I can get monetized. And so all your help, I appreciate it. Tell your friends. And you guys take care, okay? I'm Robert. This is Guitar Journeys. Like always, I'm out. And I will see you all later. Thanks for watching, man. Thanks for joining in, too. I really appreciate you guys sending me messages. I really do appreciate it. See y'all. Take care now. Bye.